Hey everybody, it's old Pappy back with another gameplay video. Before we get started, as always, if you like what you see, please click the subscribe button and hit the like, share it with your friends. Anyway, I'm really excited to be back playing in the game after this new update. This is going to be a review of 5.3. Kind of hard to believe that I've been playing this long. For those of you that don't know me, I started way back in the fall of 2014, and I actually was just kind of reminiscing with a few of the old school guys the other day about how much the game has changed. And it changed in a lot of ways. Gosh, I remember running around with a Destrier back in the old-fashioned days, or a Cossack, and the excitement I felt when I first got my first Rogatka, and then getting the Griffin. And then here we are now with these operation modes and lockdown weapons and modules and everything under the sun. But some people maybe wish for the simplicity of yesteryear, but I actually am embracing the change. I'm really excited every time a new update comes out to just see what Pixonic has planned and sort of where the game's going. And so, one of the things that I'm liking about this new 5.3 is this operations system. Now, for those of you that may be wondering what that means, we used to do daily tasks and you would get gold, or, you can get keys and open the crates and get various random prizes and that kind of thing. It's all cool. Well, this new operation thing is sort of a different, streamlined way of getting lots of the goodies that you want, whether it's weapons, whether it's power cells, whether it's robots, whether it's pilots. There's two streams. You saw it there a little bit earlier on. There's the basic stream, doesn't cost you a nickel. You just go out and play, you have fun, and away you go. And as you get this operation experience, as it grows, you get the rewards. And, you can get some pretty cool stuff. You get lots and lots of gold, which is really a crucial it's just a crucial commodity now, because you need the gold to upgrade your pilots. But you can get all kinds of other cool stuff in there as well. Now, if you want to drop some real money, I think it's about $20.99 Canadian for the Operation Pass to unlock the special operation. It's actually a pretty darn good deal. And I'm not saying spend money. You can if you want. Maybe you want to pay some rent. Maybe you got to put some food on the table. Who knows? But if you can't spare $20 for a month of Operation Pass, then don't spend it. But if you can, it's actually quite an incredible deal. You can get, I think, close to 8,000, close to 9,000 gold, and you're getting legendary pilots and all kinds of power cells, probably way more stuff back in terms of dollar value than you would trying to buy it all individually. Anyway, so that's the Operation Pass. I'm actually finding it to be pretty cool. I'm at level, I don't know, whatever it is, almost 40 now, 37, 40. The one that you pay for goes up to 80. The other one, I believe, goes up to 60. So anyway, what are some of the things? You're wondering, you're playing the new game, what are some of the changes? Well, some of the weapons got some changes, some buffs, and some of them got some nerfs. Now, one of the weapons that got a buff here is the Marquess sort of long range or mid-range weapon, 600 meters. I got them on my tier here. They're the two weapons in the back. They do a bit more damage. Another one that I'm really excited about in terms of more damage. Gosh, I'm just looking around here trying to think. I'm also trying to concentrate on playing here. So, one of the ones that I'm really keen to try is sort of the heavy version of the Terran. Now, a lot of you guys, the Terran did get a bit of a nerf this time around. That was a bit of a sore point, I suppose, for some people who have had Terrans in their hangar for years and years. But the one that I was really curious to see was the Redeemer. That's sort of the heavier version of the Terran. One of the things that they did, Pixonic did, was they actually gave it an extra shot. Now, it shoots sort of in a quick little boom, 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 boom sort of style. Bang, 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 bang. Well, they added an extra bang for your buck, so you're actually doing more damage per volley, and they also increased the damage per shot. of this thing. And one of the things I'm finding when I used it in various games, I've played several so far, is that it really does pack a punch now. And that extra shot, that extra bit of ammo, really could mean the difference between victory and getting your arse handed to you, basically. So I'm really liking it. I'm also liking this setup here with the tier. Now, what do I have on it? I have Dragon Marquess, which I got in the Chinese New Year event, and I also have the Pulsars. Everything's at level Mark II, MK2. And I'm just finding, this is a great bot if you just want to kind of hang back, I should say, and just kind of pepper these guys. Because a lot of these guys, if you notice, a lot of them are still running Ares. You'll still see tons of them out there. And Ares is another robot that got a bit of a nerf. And so they, in an attempt to try to stop these Ares trains from dominating, they actually now have slowed down the movement speed when you activate your energy shield. They also did that for Hades and Nemesis. Now there's a bunch of stuff, you can see it in the stats. They increase the base speed for Hades and also for Nemesis, but then they also reduced the speed. As soon as you activate it, you slow down. And I think the thinking behind that was that it allows you, when these guys kick their shields on, it allows you to sort of run for cover and maybe get out of the way before these guys lock you down. Now, the other thing they did with the Ares in particular was they also increased the cooldown time to use your ability again. Now, obviously, modules and all those other kind of things can also affect that. But it does give them just a little bit more vulnerability for the poor bugger out there who doesn't have an Ares or doesn't have one of these Greek Pantheon bots that have these super shields. So is it the answer? Well, yes and no. It's not 100% the answer, but it's better than what it was. So my review, if you had to ask old Pappy here, what I thought is that Ares trains are still going to be a problem. But at least it's a little bit better, and I'm hoping that there may be, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm hoping that there will be a little bit of further tweaks to this, because, in Champions where I play, the biggest issue you run into are these Ares trains, guys just running out full max, full modules, everything, and they just steamroll you in a few seconds. So anything that you can do to kind of increase your survivability, especially a guy like me who runs solo 90% of the time, I welcome it, even if I do have the Greek bots myself, which I do. So another little thing that you're noticing here is some of these guys, look at this dude here, he has a little bit of a darker red at the end of his health bar. Well, and now the thing's glowing above his head. Well, what is that? Well, that is an indication that he has the Last Stand module. And again, the thinking was, they didn't want to mess around with the Last Stand and just ruin it, but they did want to give you a warning if people are running it. Because the issue is, people will jump into battle. I've done it a billion times. Jump into battle, you got a guy dead to rights, and then bingo. Out of nowhere, Last Stand kicks in, you're dead. So at least this way, it's sort of like forewarned. You can kind of avoid suicide jumps and attacks if you pay attention to their health bar. So look at that. How did I do? Oh wow! Look at that. 2 million damage, and I lost. Well, there you go. You win some, you lose some. I was playing against 3 guys in a clan from wherever, China, I assume. Pretty good game, I hung back a little bit and I racked up the damage, that's for sure. So what are my thoughts on 5.3? Well, every time there's changes, people are unhappy. Some people like things the way they used to be. But you know what? If you roll with the changes and you don't get caught chasing the meta too much, then I think 5.3 is a really fun addition to the game. I love this Operation Gathering Storm. I love the kind of the thrill of working your way up to the end of this thing, and you get these legendary skins and stuff like that. So for me, I'm liking what I see. One of the things I'm really liking about it is the boost in strength and also the extra clip for the Redeemer. I think that's a nice change. Even though I run the Greek bots, I'm not that sad to see them nerfed. I mean, variety to me is the spice of life for the game. It's what keeps it going, what keeps it fun. And if everybody just runs Ares and runs around in packs and just takes turns turning their shields on, it's just not fun. It kind of reminds me of back in the old-fashioned days when they had the all-Lancelot meta with the Ansel shields. And these guys would just kind of steamroll, bully their way across the battlefield. It was just kind of dumb at the end. Dudes weren't even worried about dying. Clans would just roll straight into your spawn and kill you. So anything we can do to sort of bring in the skill factor of the game is gets a thumbs up from me for sure. Now, other weapons that got buffs that I'm really enjoying is the Calamity. Now, some of you may be using Falcon with Traditionalist skill, which is the one where you lose your other two weapons, but you get all this insane resistance to damage. And a lot of people, I see them using Embers with the Falcon, and they're using sort of the lockdown shotguns with Falcon as well, and they're all great. For me, I'm really loving the Calamity. It got a bit of a buff, 600-meter range. It's a heavy scourge, and it's crazy because you can hit people from 600 meters. You can chase them down. It also works really, really well on the one of the flying dragon bots, the Ojun. I really love it on that. Now I know if somebody goes into stealth, it's a bit frustrating, but on the other hand, you also have your built-in your built-in Ember for the Ojun, so that it's a perfect match for that. You can play hit and hide, you can hang back, you can attack. I'm really loving that. One of the things I'm really curious to see is what will happen with the ballistics weapons like the machine guns, for instance, Punisher, Avenger. On the test server, I noticed there's been a little bit of talk about sort of reducing the reload to 7 seconds, but actually playing around with damage and the time in between bullets to sort of mess so it's a little bit weaker, but it reloads faster. Jury's kind of out on that one. We'll see. I hate having to wait 10 seconds when you run out of bullets for your machine guns. So, that might be a good one as well. But in general, I really am enjoying 5.3. If you want to check out more, head on over to warrobots.com, and they have all the stats for all the changes. But for me, first impressions, I'm really enjoying it. To be honest, I really wish I had some modules to be able to fight back with the Last Stand or this new phase shifter module that kind of kicks in and you don't take damage, but you can't give damage. That's another huge game changer. All in all, a lot of stuff to play with. In future videos, I'm going to try to go through a few other different things. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Again, hit the like and subscribe if you like what you see. And until the next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.